How y'all doing today? So today's video, we're going to chat about the new requirements, the last requirements needed for the new Galactic Legends for both Rey and Kylo. We're gonna kind of dive into some of the content update. A lot of it's filled with these new packs. I mean, you go to the store in game, you can already see a lot of these packs. You know, you got this new hyperdrive bundle, which actually, if you think about it, this is probably one of the worst bundles in game. You'll be much better off just going and buying a vault. It is very, in my opinion at least, that's way better value. I mean, just for example, I mean, you can buy some of these things for very, very cheap just in the store. I don't get why they're trying to sell us this. I mean, this is garbage. The Omegas for the most part are garbage. Zetas, yeah, you can't buy Zetas besides, you know, a couple packs. This is one of the few packs now in the game that you can. Garbage, garbage, garbage. And then you come down to the signal data and stuff. You know, some of that can be useful, but you'd rather just be better off, you know, just taking your time and farming that yourself. Just all in all, I mean, this whole new light speed Zeta bundle is just garbage. I don't think that's a nice bundle at all, and you can't see it now for some odd reason, but it is $100, so it's a very, very bad. And then you have these other ones, so we'll go into that a little bit later for some of these. If you were to spend, which ones they might be kind of nice to get, but honestly, at the end of the day, you know, you're spending money on this. If you're close enough to it, I mean, feel free to. If you're not, just don't worry about it, guys. That's just how this is for this Legend event. So, you guys might be asking, you know, how am I doing? Maybe if you were to ask, how am I doing for the Rey? Because if you probably haven't noticed, I am going for Rey, and you need now 13 people altogether. I think the Radis is actually one of the 13 now. But the cool thing about the ships is that you only need them at 5-star. You don't need them maxed out at 7-star to even unlock the event. So that's awesome. So some of mine here, I'll just go and show you guys some of my Resistance one. They have yet to put the vets, both Vet Chewie and Vet Han, as Resistance. I'm not too sure why they didn't do it in this new content update. It would have been the perfect time to do it. It's not that hard to do it, really. Just give them the tag. But they haven't. So this is what we got to work with. So I got a JTR at Relic 4. I got BB-8. He is a new one needed today for the new update. Whoa, excuse me. So he's pretty much there. I mean, some of these that you can already see have the green cross. Those are pre-built ones I already have. So BB-8's ready to go to Gear 13. I have Finn Gear 12. Holdo is one off the finisher. Rey also can go Gear 13 as of right now. And then I have some of these other guys. So, you know, this guy's also just finished off of Gear 13. But then I have, you know, Rose, I have Pilot, I have Poe, and I have the old Finn and of course, Holdo. And then I have these new vets, or the new, not vets, the Resistance Heroes for Finn and Poe. These ones are going to be the roughest ones for this event, because this guy right here, Poe, has now just been added into the shipments. He's not even free to play farmable yet, so I will probably assume by the time that the event is live, boom, that's when this guy will go free to play friendly. So, I mean, is that going to be enough time for me at least to get this guy 7-star for Finn so I can start working on Poe? I don't know. That's a little bit of an issue for me to, in this whole farming process. So I have been doing, what is it, for 25, 50... So four refreshes a day plus the free one, so 5 altogether. 5 refreshes a day. I am almost at 5-star, which isn't bad. He's coming along actually pretty decently, which I like. I love to see that. This guy, I'm either going to, if I want to get him decently quick, you know, as soon as possible, I would need to actually buy some of the shipments that I might see him in. And I think the math there for me, you need, for me at least 65 plus 85 plus 100. That's going to round out to be, in crystals, 20,000 crystals altogether, which is just short of a vault and a little bit more. Which honestly, you know, it is what it is, you guys. There's no way to sugarcoat that. I'm not gonna say that's a great deal or not with the amount of crystals, but it is what it is. So if I wanted to get him 7-star, I would need to buy a lot of the crystals, or a lot of the shards in the packs, in the not packs, the shipments, and then try to just farm up Finn free to play as I possibly can. But then I have this issue here still with some of these gears, the Gear 12 plus pieces. Just give you guys an idea. I had a huge farm saved up. I should have recorded my whole entire process of putting it on, because this is probably the final product until I can, you know, for like the next month or so. I already kind of wasted most of my my saved up hoarding, besides the signal data. So pretty much all the gear hoarding I've already pretty much used up by now. So this is pretty much it. Free to play is, like I would say, is all of this up to this point. Beforehand, I did not have Pilot or Rose to Gear 12. Rose was still level 1, Gear 1, so she's up there now. Finn and Poe are getting up there. I think I have some of these pieces saved up for a couple of them, but yet again, the same piece is needed for everybody here, which is the furnace. I will still need, I think, 2 more, maybe 3 more furnaces between Poe and this new Finn, both of them. And I still need some more Gear 12 Plus. I tallied it up. It's still going to cost me a little bit if I were to get it relatively fast. I'm hoping I can get some good pieces pieces of gear from raids and TBs and whatnot. Another thing here is Chirotechs. If you guys were to look at my Chiros, I still need a few hundred more for both. Very, very annoying stuff there, and you know I'm pretty dang close to the Gear 12s on everybody. I'm gonna need a full Gear 12, I think, on Poe and Finn, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. But other than that, I have pretty much everybody else done with Gear 12s besides Poe, the old Poe, Pilot, and Rose Tico. So that's about it for my farms. I'm trying to shoot for this to get Rey unlocked 7-star, which I'm really shooting for. I want to show you guys how she looks for you guys and see if it's even worth investing into it. I just want to see. Oh, and I did go all in on my Vet Chewie because I just love this guy's kit. I don't know why I love it so much, but I think it's like just the damage output that I can see from him, and especially with him now getting the resistance tag, you know, in our Finn lead, under JTR lead, and having the other vet Han in here just makes it just, to me, I could just see some beautiful numbers and damage output just happening. So that's kind of my farms, what I'm doing there. I actually want to now go into the dev Q&A, not Q&A rather, the content update, just see what we all got here. So for me to do this, I gotta now swap over. I've been all over the place all day today, so let's swap over, boys and girls. Boom. So this is the content update for today. This is probably gonna go live the day after because I had to do some stuff. I just couldn't get it out ASAP, but changes, they had to change some, it doesn't matter about daylight savings for the timers, but yeah, you now have the new requirements. So if you didn't know already, these are the requirements. You know, you have to have this new Poe. That's probably the worst one out of everybody, not just in Rey, but for Kylo as well. I mean, it's the worst altogether because he's still not farmable, free-to-play friendly. And now you have, of course, BB-8 and Vet Chewie, and the Raditz 5-star. The nice thing about ships here is that you do not need ships at all, besides just at least having the Raditz or the Finalizer at 5-star. I feel like that's pretty free-to-play friendly for the most part. The things that are not free-to-play friendly are Poe, Chirotechs, and the gear pieces. I feel like everything else for the most part is free-to-play friendly. I mean, I have a bunch of signal data saved up. I'll throw up a screenshot of what mine look like right now. I think I'm just a bit short on the honeycombs, which are like the yellow pieces that kind of symbolize honeycomb a little bit. I need a few more of those. And then you got Kylo down here, guys. You need Hux, you need TIE Pilot, and you need a... You know, this is a new one. I didn't think about this one, Palpatine. This is kind of, for me, having for the First Order Palpatine needed, kind of for me... It almost kind of shouts to me that we're going to get a new Palp, or this guy getting a rework. So I'm not too sure out of those which ones we're going to be seeing. I would honestly not love a new Palpatine. I would really, though, love to see this guy getting a rework. And, you know, with this whole year hopefully being centered around Rebels and Empire from the original trilogy for content-wise, having him get a rework, and then potentially this, you know, a new Galactic Legend for Vader, or, you know, for Luke, the Jedi Luke for the Rebels, that'd be awesome. So I would love actually to see a rework for Palpatine. And then, of course, down here, the very last for the Kylo is the Finalizer at 5-star. So that's pretty much it for that whole content update. I mean, this whole content update was just letting us know the last requirements, and then everything else was about bundles. I'm not going to bore you with all these bundles because they're just pretty lame and boring. So that's about it. You know, like I said, if you did buy like what I did with Poe, I got him to 4-star with that one pack that was in when he was first out, right? And then if you were to get him from 4-star up to 7-star, you're going to need around 20k crystals, which isn't awful, but that's still quite a bit of crystals, and not everybody's going to have that many saved up, so just kind of unfortunate, guys. I mean, that's kind of it for that part of this whole video for the content update. I guess we could maybe show you what was the other one that was kind of hit up on us yesterday. I think it was the State of the Galaxy. Was that today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday, or no, it was today. Well, this video is going to be a bit delayed, but I think this was for yesterday. So let's just show this a little bit off. I'm not going to bore you with all this art, although I do feel like this is a really bad representation of Ray, just in my opinion. I don't think that looks like Ray whatsoever. But this is a big thing up here, I think. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this paragraph here, I just want to kind of briefly go over it. They're going to have a new ultimate ability. I'm pretty sure you guys probably already knew this. Their Galactic Legends, I think were mentioned earlier in this whole shebang of of info that's been released over the last couple months about the Galactic Legend. They will get a new ability, but to unlock this ability, you need to beat the final tier of these events. And I think that's where the tickets are going to be coming into play. So you will have, it says, you'll have enough material to unlock their ultimate ability once you have earned all available materials from the later tiers of the event. So just that right there, it says you're going to have to now not only get all these crazy requirements just to unlock it and try the event out and to unlock the character, but to get their big boy massive ultimate ability, you're going to have to, most likely in my opinion, what I'm reading from this is you're going to probably need to max everybody there in those requirements to Relic 7 to make sure and to guarantee that you do in fact beat those without having any issue. So I mean, that could be the case, that could not be the case, I have no idea. But that I think would make the most sense for this kind of thing. This ability should be mind-boggling, you know, just overpowered. If it's not overpowered, they're doing something wrong. With this type of event, it should be overpowered. That's how this has to be. I mean, you guys can maybe think differently, but I feel like that's gonna be how it is. And I think that's about it for this post. I mean, oh, here we go. For the tickets, you'll be able to earn tickets through existing gameplay. So it's not going to be through this new event. It's going to be through already existing modes, which is nice. But, you know, I don't know how I feel about the ticket system. I feel like it'd be a really great idea, though, if they brought it into a different kind of solo raid mode, where you have to collect your tickets. If you can, you know, if you're very, very active in the game, you get these new tickets. You can do your own personal raid, get some more gear, whatever, data, stuff like that. But in a format like this, I'm not too sure how it's going to go. We've already kind of seen this in the past with tickets. This is nothing new, but that's about it for that little part of, you know, the Galactic Legends, the requirements, the last requirements rather, and also for some of the abilities. So, you know, kind of going back in here to the packs, just wrapping up for today's video. I don't know really what I would recommend to you guys if you guys were. This is not for you free to play. I'm sorry. This is not for you guys. I'm sorry. But this is for if you guys are pretty dang close to getting your new rare Kylo. You're probably missing out a few extra gear pieces. I mean, I think for me at least, farming data, the signal data, is very easy, I would say. I mean, if you do 3x, 3 refreshes a day in the cantina, you should be able to, I'm pretty sure somebody did the math, you can be able to Relic 7 somebody if you do that for an entire week. And for me, I've been doing that for 2 months, so I better have enough for that to have that accomplished. Like I said, I'll show up a whole screenshot of what mine look like. But for the gear, which is the gear 12 plus pieces and the Kyrotex, is going to be the biggest bottleneck in this event. So what do we have here? Well, there's a lot of these packs scattered around. You know, you have some for Rose, you have some for both new Finn and Poe. You have one for Sith Trooper. It's all over. I think that's the 4 guys right there. So every single one in these packs, they all have the exact same gear and crystal amount. So if you're looking at really what you want to buy here, go for these packs. There's a couple things if you might need some for. If you are low on the furnaces, and also if you're low on the Kyrotex. Some people might also want to buy this for this piece here, the collars, because I think almost every single Gear 13 to get in the finisher needs this piece. So, I mean, those 3 pieces. These pieces, if you are short on also, I mean, buy it too. But I think you can get these ones pretty simple by just farming, just playing the game and farming every single day. That's totally simple. But these are like the hardest ones to farm. And you're getting 50 of them, which is huge. Just to kind of remind you guys, you need not only 50, you're going to need 100 to get somebody Gear 13 with a finisher. So, I mean, those packs, I think they're like $25 in a US currency. Not the worst of packs, honestly, because of what you're getting there with the Kyrotex. If you think about it, 2,800 crystals is to get you 100 Kyrotex. That pack is $25. If you go to the store, 2,800 is for 25 or something dollars, maybe 20, I forget. Not that crazy off of a value because of the other gear you're getting here. So I would actually, if you were to go for any of these packs first, I'll go for some of these packs, the the bundles for the injector and whatnot, whatever they're called, for Rose, for Trooper, and for new Finn and Poe. Those 4 packs. The other ones, if you guys are like way off and you are like so off to the point where you absolutely need to get those, then I would probably maybe go shoot for some others. I think this one's a bit on the cheaper end. This one as well. And then you have these big boy. If you guys are like way off on the data and relic material, I mean, this is probably your go-to. If you're like way off, like I'm talking, you know, you're still off by like a whole couple relic 7s that you just don't have, you probably need to go for this. But like I said, if you don't want to and you want to kind of wait it out and play free to play friendly, I mean, you can realistically get somebody relic 7 in a week if you do 3 times on the Cantina for the refreshes daily. So the big takeaway from these packs, if you were to go into them, I don't know really why I'm centering this video around packs, but I'm just kind of wanting to help you guys if you are wanting to go for it. If you don't want to go for it, just get these gear, you know, slowly by, you know, your daily stuff, by Kairos doing your daily activities for Kairos, getting these other guys farmed up by, you know, the Shard Shop store, the raids and TBs. You're gonna be fine if you wait it out a few months. For me, I kind of want to get it as fast as possible to show you guys what raid looks like. So I might need to buy some of those packs. But one of the biggest things for me, the downfalls, I would say, like I said, are Chirotechs, these pieces, and some more Gear 12 Plus pieces that I will need for the new Finn and Poe and some other guys. So that's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. I think I should be getting, you know, realistically, I should be getting her unlocked pretty dang fast. I would say the first week she's out, maybe a couple weeks after. But that's going to be it for today's video. I will be streaming tomorrow my GAC, so be sure to check that out, guys. If you want to, you know, come over, support, hang out with me, it's going to be a good time. I mean, I love my new little strategy here, so feel free to. Always going to be live around, you know, 5:30 Mountain Time, which is 7:30 Eastern. Not too sure what that kind of is for the rest of you guys out there. I'm sorry, but that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys are new here to the channel, feel free to sub, because at 8K subs, we will do another Hyperdrive bundle giveaway. We're not going to do this garbage bundle, the light speed, the trash bundle. I'm going to call this the garbage bundle because I do not like this whatsoever. It's really, really low value. But we're going to do that Hyperdrive bundle at 8K subs, so feel free to share and sub if you guys are new here. Besides that, that's going to probably do it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out and have a good one.